Morning. Got the wiring kit last night for the semi truck. Right here, we're getting some fuses, poppable. If it blows, we can switch it back up. It's nice. Got the wire, some crimp on ends, some heat shrink. We're gonna go ahead and get this wired up this morning. Get them hopper bottom doors working. That way we can go to the field and shell. Get this over with while we got the heat on in the shop. Nice and warm, not freezing this morning. It's like 33 this morning, so do some shop work for the first little bit here. See if we can't figure this out. A jumper from the battery to the fuse panel. Or panel, the little fuse switch here, circuit breaker I guess it's called. It's got to get a jumper from there to there, from the battery post to there. We'll get that wired up. Then we'll run the wire from the other side of the breaker to our plug. That should take care of our problem for not having power back there. Not real sure what the problem is on the truck side with how it's wired now, but I prefer to have it off the battery, and I prefer to do it myself. That way I know how it's wired. And there's no confusion if something happens down the road. I can just fix it how I want to because I know how I have it. If that makes any sense to everybody. There we go. Got to kind of crimp that on. I don't have the crimp tool, so I'll just use a chisel and hammer. Make it easy. This side, this will go on this side to the battery. Alright. Now we need one of the bigger openings here. I'll check these, make sure the battery stud fits over that before I get carried away with putting one on this morning. Yep, it fit over the terminal just fine. So we'll go ahead and crimp it on and get it heat shrinked. One more step closer. I didn't work with the shit, did it? Pounded it right into the workbench. I got the cable all made up here. Kind of left the ends a little bit loose so I can maneuver them where I need to. Now we're just going to run where they need to go. Find a home for them. We'll be in action. Got both these onto these studs for power and ground. Get them on, we'll be all set. Come around here to the front, start working on my plug. Make sure it's good before I get too carried away with stuff in the back. Step by step, making sure there we go, get the negative down. Let's see if I can get the positive hooked up now here. Get it under that. There we go. Okay, you can run those down, tighten those up. There we go. Alright, we got our fuse breaker in there, all the way up, wires come up. Right to there. Should ride there okay, I'm guessing. We'll find out though. This will plug into here. If all goes right, should be able to flick this switch. We should have power. Boom. Good to go. I guess we'll run it a little bit more than that just to make sure. All right. Success. First job of the morning was complete and success. We're good. Feeling real good about this one. On to the next one. And we're heading to the field. Get some of this corn shelled. Taking the combine. I'll take the head. We'll come back and get the grain cart. The semi probably won't start shelling until after lunch, but we'll get it over there now and get it over with. I beat Dad at the field by quite a bit. It's a little faster taking the pickup. We'll get the head unstrapped here, get it prepped for him. He can pull right in, pull right up, hook right up to it. No problem. There we go. Probably leave the header wagon here for a couple days till we get this field done, so it's back here out of the way. Plenty of space to pull the trucks in, the grain cart and stuff. Be good to go. Now back in the truck where it's warm.
Well, Dad made it. Throw the head on, stage you up, go home and get the grain cart, the semi. It's kind of wet still. Don't really plan on starting till after lunch. We might make a round on the headland before lunch. We'll see. We're never sure what we're gonna do till we do it. As Dad was saying,
That's farming. It always changes.
there we go.
Had some lunch, got our bellies full. Got both trucks here now. Combines here. Grain carts here. Ready to dive into these headlands and see how the RowSense works and make sure everything's functioning. Hang tight. Here we go. Beginning of corn harvest. Plan to get going first in the row. Feelers aren't yeah, let me shut that off till we get. Yep. Feelers aren't feeling nothing when you're out here. So I'm not sure.
straight here. I mean, I don't even know what you know what I mean. I'll leave that off when we get done farting here, checking our adjustments. Alright. Get up there, otherwise I'll turn them on, see what it does. Have to stop and get out a couple times in order to make sure it's running good. Pretty clean in the tank? Yeah, so far it looks really good in the tank. Instant readouts 150 and 17% moisture. Behind us. Let's see if there's any broke cobs, whole cobs. The grain tank looks phenomenally clean. That is a really clean sample. It's not a lot in there, but it's a clean sample. Maybe open the screens up a hair more. Let's let the dust blow by here. Cobs are clean. Definitely got some loss. Clean. Well, we're pretty frustrated today. Can't get the RowSense to work. It's only wanting to run on GPS. It's GPSing off of the planter tracks for some reason, trying to put us in the middle of 12 rows instead of the middle of the 8 rows. You plant 12 and pick 8. Not real sure what's going on with that. There's no calibration screen showing up for the RowSense. Everything on the internet says, oh, just push the calibration button. Well, we don't have a calibration button. That's weird, to say the least. Sample's really clean. It's maybe 4 to 5 kernels of corn on the ground per square foot behind it, which works out to like 2, maybe 3 bushel per acre. Twice as good as last year. The new concaves are working. We just got to get it tuned in. We're gonna call John Deere tomorrow, have them come up and show us what we're doing wrong, because usually we're doing something wrong and they know better than we do. I'm saying I'm kind of new at all this technology stuff. They're not, so they should know. We got a new Gen 5 screen this year. That's all different. All I can find online is Gen 4 screen calibrations for the RowSense, so that's not helping very much. But we're gonna keep picking. We need 3 truckloads to fill the wet tank for the dryer guys tomorrow to start up. So we're just gonna go with our original goal and get 3 loads. We got a little dumping on the go action here. First time in corn. Corn's a lot more moving parts than beans. Usually you can't really keep up in corn with our grain cart. We're running, especially this big field, 3/4 mile, well, about half mile long rounds, I guess. It's a long one. It's way more efficient than the short fields. Makes it a lot nicer on us. Then I have to turn all the time. So, see what we got. I'll show you what I'm talking about by the kernels on the ground and the square foot. Come behind the combine here and pick a spot, clean the ground off, and we're looking for kernels. There's one there. There's one there. Otherwise, it's looking real good right there. I'll take that. Last year we'd have like 10, 12 kernels per square foot, which is like 6 or 8 bushel to the acre. And that's $4 a bushel. You're talking $25 an acre we're leaving on the ground out here. Concaves cost me about $6,200. So you can do the math pretty quick on that. $6,200 pays for itself pretty quick at $25 an acre. You know, 300 acres, break even or so. Math's right, which don't trust my math all the time. I'm pretty good at it, I'm just not great. Got the auto track situation figured out for the RowSense. We had to go into the original brown box settings on the menu in there and turn that back on and kind of go through the old school back in the day brown box settings on the monitor to activate the sensors. Once we turn the sensors on, she works great. I'll make a short little video, I think, to show everybody how to do that, because I couldn't find it anywhere on YouTube or anywhere on the internet of how to actually activate those. And the neighboring farmer that just bought the kit the same time we did, they have a Drago head, so they got some instructions with their Drago head. John Deere never gave us instructions, go figure. The Drago showed them how to do it. Precision head sight, I guess they call it. That's what they bought. So their head sight came with a book, and it showed go in that box, boom, 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 a few buttons pushed, it's all good. Big time relief over here. Dad's happy. He's kicked back, not having to steer. Got a truck and a half full. Everything's going good. Bushels are, I think, it was right around 160 field average. Open it up along the woods, there's not much, so it'll pick up as we go. I hope, anyways. All right, got the trucks loaded up at the field here. The maiden voyage here in the new Freightliner. We'll see how she pulls. Oh yeah. Oh, this truck's nice. Plenty of power. Took right off. This is nice, guys. This is really nice.
just like that, we're off. So weird not having to shift, being an automatic. Such a change of pace from holding the camera and trying to shift with one hand and drive with the other hand. This would be much safer for pulling it out of the field and filming myself. Not that that matters. Should not be filming yourself while you're driving. Well, hey, just, you don't worry about that. I'm the professional here. Here we go. First dump of the fall at home. Unloading the first truck in here is always fun. You gotta check everything, make sure we're good. You can tell we're not quite square in the hole there. Might need to move it over a little bit. That won't take much. Dad's at home dumping the other Freightliner. I'm here putting the last little bit on tonight. That'll be it for the night. Once I get this loaded, I'll take it home. We'll be good to go. It's been a while since I ran the auger in the combine. It's Dad's spot. He's letting me have some fun tonight though. I don't mind it. I'll wipe the windows down for him, clean it up, get him ready for the morning. Doesn't unload as fast as the grain cart does, but it's pretty quick. The new big combines, I think they unload like 6 or 8 bushels per second. It's really crazy. This old girl here, she ain't quite as fast, but she gets the job done. Over here, we like to face them towards the east here. So in the morning there, dew burns off the window with the sunshine. Makes it a lot nicer. A lot of guys online give me crap for wiping off the windows with a towel at night. Think I'm gonna scratch the glass, but that's the secret. If you do it at night, it's nice and dry. The dust comes right off. No problemo. If you do it in the morning, it sticks to it like concrete. It's really hard to get it off there, so we like to do it at night. Probably should be using a California car duster. I got a couple in my barn. I need to bring one out here and use that. Let's see, we got 19 acres done and averaging 146 dry. It ain't the best, but I'll take it on this drought year. Especially this side of the combine gets way dustier than the other side does. For whatever reason, this window likes to be dusty. Better make sure I do a good job or my dad'd be disappointed in me. I don't know about you guys, but it's the last thing I need is him disappointed in my wipe down job here. I've disappointed him enough when I was younger. Trying to be a little better son as an adult here. There we go. All set. Get in here and put the head down. We'll be good to go. Good day. First day of harvest. Corn. I'm feeling good about it. We got a lot done. Now tomorrow the dryer guys are coming to set the dryer up. That's gonna be a lot different story. I'm not real sure how we're gonna run this dry corn through there and really learn anything. So, wish the corn was a little wetter. At the same time, I don't. We'll just have to wait till tomorrow and see what that brings. Just got done dumping the last truck for the night. Gonna pack up stuff, head in the house for dinner. That'll be it for today's video. Thanks for following along and watching, guys. Hopefully you learned something today. I know I did. Tune in tomorrow for some dryer action. Give me a like and subscribe if you really feel like it. I'd appreciate it. Later.